guess who's back again. Yeah, I'm back again, motherfuckers. Episode 5, you know what I'm saying? We back. We got some quality topics today that we'll be discussing. So, Jordan, take us away. This last week, Revolt TV dropped one of their videos from the Revolt Summit 2019. A panel discussion moderated by rapper 2 Chainz with panel guests Coach K and P from Quality Control with a featured guest of Lil Yachty. If you haven't seen this last week, Revolt dropped a video on their YouTube page with a panel discussion with a bunch of different questions and talking about a lot of different things with the owners of Quality Control. I really like these type of videos because I'm able to learn a lot. I'm able to get a couple of gems and learn some game from people that have actually been successful in the industry and have made it. So I really take value into those kind of interviews and learning that game. I hope a lot of other artists do. If you don't, you should, because 2019 and there's so much information out there and artists talking about all the good things they've done, all the mistakes they've made, and you can learn from them. Interviews about 56 minutes. You're able to take about 56 minutes out of your day to learn a lot of game. I definitely suggest it. They talk about having multiple streams of income, then diversifying your incomes, reinvesting your back end. So it was a lot of game, a lot of gems that they put into it. It was also really interesting to hear that Yachty is really in tune with the Detroit music scene and really fucks with a lot of Detroit rappers. And that just kind of sparks in my head well, Detroit's not too far from Milwaukee. Some Detroit people fuck with Milwaukee artists. What if somehow and eventually Yachty finds a Milwaukee artist and co-signs a Milwaukee artist? Never know. I am going to show you a little clip of P talking about the power of streaming, which was kind of interesting to talk about.
Because the power of streaming is it sits there. You ain't got to do nothing but just keep grinding. Your project could be 2 years old.
Yep.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if it's 2 years old, but don't nobody know it, it's still new to the world.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? So if you keep grinding your product, and eventually people take notice to it, the power of streaming is they're gonna go back, look up your history, and there it is. So I'm always with the streaming.
That's some free game.
I kind of love this era of streaming now because it's really dope that you can find really any music and search from all different types of years and generations. So he talks about in this segment, City Girls and how when they dropped their album, no one really was checking for them. I remember when they the City Girls dropped their album because I had no clue who they were. I'm like, why is Quality Control? Yeah, they kept pushing the album. They didn't give up on the album. They didn't care about first week sales. They kept pushing their project, and they dropped the City Girls with Cardi B, the twerk video, and everybody shaking ass, and we all loved that video. So then people started checking out more music. Then Act Up came and went out of here. But Act Up was on that a long time ago, late. But they kept pushing the album. I think about Bruno Mars. He pushes his projects forever. That last project was 24 Karat. It was going forever. But it was still going. He was still riding that wave. And he kept pushing it hard. You gotta keep pushing it. You believe in your music. There's different methods. You can keep making music and dropping different songs, and hopefully one will stick with the people. Or you can create one really good, solid project and push that really hard. At the end, when the audience got to ask questions to the panel, one of the questions was, if I'm working and I have a family, I have a full-time job or going to school, but I'm making music and I want to get in the industry, what do I do? Do I quit my job? Do I drop out and, do I pursue music full-time? What do I do? And this was Coach K's answer to that.
Don't never quit your day job, because let me tell you something before you clap.
Listen.
Music, entertainment is just a hobby until it starts paying you. So you still got to live. You still got to take care of food, clothing, shelter, taking care of your kids. Do not quit your day job, okay?
That's a good jewel.
Kay said it. Don't quit your day job. You gotta be able to live. You gotta be able to sustain. You gotta be able to put a roof over your head and eat. Music is expensive. You gotta put money into your own music, so you gotta have money coming in. In this panel discussion too, Coach K says to get your song #1 on the radio. You might have seen this clip on social media already, but to go #1 on the radio costs $200,000. It's a lot, and that's just radio. There's a lot of money that you have to put in with studio time, paying for beats, a lot of different stuff. So do not quit your day job. You gotta have some income. It's a grind, but you gotta be able to sustain your life. So don't listen to me, because you don't gotta listen to a word I gotta say, but I feel someone that owns quality control and is been in the industry for many years and has proven success says that. Don't listen to me, but I would listen to him, so I'll take that advice. Shout out to Coach K, shout out to P, shout out to 2 Chainz, Revolt, Diddy, for that whole summit. It was really dope. They have a lot of different videos, a lot of awesome content, so, while you're scrolling through YouTube and you want to learn some stuff, check out some of those panel discussions, because you might learn something, might get some gems from some awesome people. Wow, am I really halfway through this series and I still never thought of a name for these 2 artists? 2 artists from Wisconsin, probably from Milwaukee, most likely. We halfway through, still have no name for it, but the 2 artists that we're talking about, we're going to be highlighting people that have actually been putting some years into the game, that have kind of been known in Milwaukee and been putting in the work. The first one we got on the bill today, Genesis, Renji. If you don't know by now, Genesis is a rapper out of Milwaukee, a recording engineer. He owns the label House of Renji. Some dope artists on that label. They also have a distribution service, a part of that. So a lot of great things. When I think of Genesis, one thing I think about is him being really in touch with the Milwaukee music scene, knowing a lot of people, going to a lot of different events, a lot of different shows, supporting a lot of people. He's put in his number of years and has made a good name about himself. One of the few times I got to meet Genesis was he actually hosted one of our shows for J3 that we were hosting at the Miramar, and he was emceeing for the night. And I went backstage, and this dude was dancing. Everyone was having a good time. He was kind of the center of attention. You could just feel his energy in the room, and I'm like, who is this guy? This guy's pretty cool. Like, little did I know, I'm behind the DJ booth, and he's walking on the stage, dancing, having a good time, vibing out. And he has the mic, and he starts talking to the crowd. And I'm like, bro, no. He gets on the mic, says, "My name's Genesis Reggie. I'm hosting tonight's show." And I'm in the back like, it makes perfect sense. He was dope. He had a great night at our show. And then later on, I started listening to his music, started seeing him around a lot more. And yeah, he's put out a lot of great music. I think me and Genesis had a connection, because I had him scheduled for this week as a highlight already. And he drops a project on Friday. I think Genesis was thinking about me. I'm just kidding. Genesis probably has never thought about me in a day in his life. So over the weekend, I was able to listen to it, digest it a little bit. I have a couple of my favorite songs. 6 a.m. was a really cool song, because I loved the cartoon references. Brought me back to my little childhood. Music to Die To had a good beat. And check this, I think Porch Raps is the Milwaukee equivalent to One Train by A$AP Rocky, the New York version. I think that's the Milwaukee style, because he has some dope rappers on there. It's a repeating beat that they can just flow over, and they kill it. So actually check out Genesis' verse on that.
Crack your noggin, split your head, see a noodle. He gon' school you, leave you nodding like you grooving. Ghetto music, But for the tats and any nod from the rap, smoke syllables like it's crack. Addicted to how it's smack. They wanna taste my bars hitting like H. I serve them like Mitch and Ace. Get paid in full to this day.
I've only had the weekend to listen to the project, and I've listened to it front to back a few times just to see what kind of songs I fuck with so I could do this. I said right now, I think Keith might be my favorite Genesis project out right now, just because I've seen the growth of where he's at and the storytelling, and I learned a lot about Genesis on this, so I fucked with this project. But my favorite song, I have to say, because it is my episode, and I can't go without saying Green Light's probably my favorite Genesis song. The video, as it says, is like the best video of the year, and I definitely think it was. I love that song. Featuring Lucian Parker, who also kills it. They have a great chemistry, and I really like that song. So Green Light is the best. Keith is a really great project, so go check that out. And yeah, shout out to Genesis Reggie. Rounding out episode 5, we highlighted female rapper Kaylee Crossfire. Kaylee's a Milwaukee rapper that's been putting in some work for some years now. She's been putting out a lot of projects, some singles, remixes to a lot of different songs. Really liking what she's been putting out. I've heard Kaylee's name a few times over the years, and she's really well known for starting up the female takeover movement. It's a really dope movement. She started having ciphers with other female Milwaukee rappers and female rappers across the Midwest. You know, just empowering women in the different arts and dance and all these different types of art forms, just to be themselves and just, you know, build. And it was a really dope movement to see it still going strong. Shout out to Kaylee. Past week, Kaylee just brought the city some big news, saying that she will be on the premiere show on Netflix, Rhythm and Flow. If you don't know what it is, it's a hip-hop judging music contest with 3 judges, Cardi B, T.I., and Chance the Rapper. And a Milwaukee artist is on there. That's dope. I was already going to watch the show regardless, but now you already know I'm watching it just to see Kaylee Crossfire on the show. That is huge. To see a Milwaukee artist on a Netflix show, that's going to be dope. We don't know how far she's going to go. She couldn't tell us that, obviously, but I'm hoping that she goes far. We all got to be watching out in Wisconsin because that's going to be dope exposure for the city. So shout out to Kaylee. Good luck on the show. But she definitely deserves it. She got some fire-ass music. Like I said, she does a lot of remixes of songs, and this is one of her most recent songs that she dropped. See if you know what song she's doing, because it's hot. So yeah, I've really been getting into Kaylee's music. I'm excited to see more music to come from her. Also, over the summer, she got chosen for the Backline, advanced artist program that they have developed. If you haven't heard about the program before, it's a really dope business startup program that they have for artists with a lot of artist development. Like Coach said earlier, not a lot's happening. So shout out to Backline for doing it. They get a $20,000 grant to record a EP and go out to New York and Los Angeles to get different connections in the industry and a lot of different other things. So Backline's doing a lot of dope things, and shout out to Kaylee for being chosen for that. A lot of artists apply for it, and very few are selected. So shout out to Kaylee for doing that. Looking forward to seeing some new music from her. Hey, you didn't even know, but that's a wrap on episode 5. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Coach K again. Shout out to P and Quality Control. Definitely check out that video on Revolt on YouTube. Learn some gems, get some game, whatever. Check out Genesis Reggie's new project, Keith, out on all streaming platforms. I don't care what you got, Apple, Tidal, Spotify, Loom, whatever you got. Check out Genesis. New project, fire. If you don't have it by now, by October 9th, you have a Netflix account in your possession and check out Rhythm and Flow because we have a Milwaukee artist on that show. It's going to be a great hip-hop show in general for the culture, but we got someone from our state and Milwaukee, the best city in Wisconsin, in my opinion. We rooting for you, Kaylee. What Bon Jovi said, oh, we halfway there. Episode 5 of my 10-episode series, you know what I'm saying? This is only a one episode, one show that we gonna be dropping. A lot of content is coming soon, and I'm just one little part of it. So check out more stuff, subscribe, make sure you subscribe. PSA, we will not have a video dropping next Sunday. I will be traveling all next week and will not be able to record at all in this lovely background with the gang, you know what I'm saying? But we will pick up the following week with the remaining half of the series, so make sure you check out, make sure you subscribe for more content. If you do watch every weekend and you are upset that I won't be here next week, I appreciate you. But that does it for episode 5. It's your host, Jordan K. Follow me at KELOGG on all social media. Let's get it out here. I just want to bump up. She got her fingers, fingers, blue.